All right. I'm going to wait for a few people to join before anything. Hold on. Brah. We're just going to hope that it's working because I have no idea if it is or not. I see another person in the group chat. Not in the group chat, but in the live. I don't know who you are. If you want to type in the chat real quick, just so you can say hi and stuff. I am watching real quick. I'm just going to wait a little bit. Can you see me? I have no idea if you can. Can you even hear me? No, they left. Did they? I have no idea. Just gonna wait a little bit. Can I edit this? Just because I need that microphone to work. I have no idea. Information, audience, yeah. Okay. Whatevs. Oh, I put my cameras back. I don't think it's working, but that's okay. As long as you guys can hear me either way, it don't really matter. All right. I'm just gonna wait a little bit for more people to join. Brah. 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 I have no idea. All right. So to whoever is also watching right now, I am doing a live stream. It's also going to be where we're playing a visual novel. It's called, what was it called again? I don't remember. Diona. I don't fucking know, bro. Diana's a flower shop. We're gonna call it that for now. But I'm gonna go ahead and get it set up while I'm waiting. Share. Stop that real quick. Let me go here. Okay, so you can't see. Hi. Hello. How are you? Okay. Everything seems to be looking okay. I just want to make sure. I also have it on standby just so I can see what we are all looking at. Because I don't know. I wouldn't know. Let me go here and just let me make sure. Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay, just want to make sure. About return real quick. So this is the game that I wanted to play. I'm not sure if that's gonna. I'm not sure if it's connected or not. If it's working, I'm hoping it's working. I have no idea. But yeah, I'm just waiting for other people to join. That's all. Also, fair warning. I suck at reading out loud. Like, I'm actually the worst at reading out loud. Like, it's awful. I'm awful at it. So yeah, I mean, I might just start now, honestly, just because. And then whoever joins, I guess. Or like, they watch later or something, because I know a lot of people like to watch my videos later. Alrighty. So then, let me turn up the volume. Alrighty. Let me do a little more too. Alright. And here, let me go to load prefs screen. There we go. Okay, yeah, we're good. Oh, hello. Where'd my mouse go? Oh no, my mouse disappeared. What the hell? Let me go back to prefs real quick. Window, because it's being weird. I don't know where my mouse went. It disappeared on me. Ah. Okay. Why are you doing that? You fucking... No, don't do that. Okay. I just wanted my thing back. That's all I wanted. I guess it's gone. I mean, maybe you guys can see it. Okay, yeah, you guys can see it. Ah. Is this still stuck on that? Ah. Yeah, I guess it is. Okay. I guess it is. Okay. Let me see. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me see. I don't know why it's doing that. Why are you being an ass? You do not stop doing that, you ass. Why are you being an ass? You should not be being an ass. Okay. You should not be being an ass. Okay. Alright. I don't know why it was doing that earlier. It just kind of was. It was being a total ass. I don't know why it was doing that earlier. It just kind of was. It was being a total ass. Let me just like... Hold on. Let me exit out of it. Hold on. Let me exit out of it. Okay, well, it's not wanting to. Let me see if I can, like... Okay, well, it's not wanting to. Let me see if I can, like... Why is it... Hold on. Let me quit. Yes. Quit. Okay. It's being super weird. It is being so weird, right? Like words. Give me 1 sec. Cause like I don't know why it was doing that. Oh, hello. Why are you? That's not nice, sir. What the hell? Hey, what are you doing, asshole? Hold on, let me exit out of it. What the fuck? It's, ooh. Why is it doing that? Hold on. Technical difficulties. Don't know why it's going to be an ass. Hold on. Let me log out of it real quick, fully. And then do it like that. Why are you... Oh my god. Hi. What is happening? Oh my god. Why are you freezing up on me like that? That's not cool, bro. Like, you're being an actual asshole to me right now. Hold on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why? What? Brar? I don't like that. Hold on. It's like, it's being really weird. Okay. Your message. I don't want a message. Cancel. Huh? Why is it doing that? Hello? Oh, hello. Hi. Okay. Cancel. Why are you not? But there is windows I want to open up. Why are you... What is happening? Hello? I don't want you. Thank you, God. Like, it was being so weird. Can I do it like this? Itch.io. Open. I might have to do it like this because it's being really weird. View profile. Dashboard. Browse. No. What are you doing, computer? Why do you do? What do you do? What is happening? Why do what you do? That's so mean. Okay, can I go to my collections, maybe? Like, hello? Okay. Super weird. We know, like, it's being really weird. Like, super fucking weird. It's doing that, and I don't know why it's doing that. Like, hello? Why are you stuck? Why are you stuck? Why are you crashing out on me more than I'm crashing out on myself? Like, I don't want you to. Hello? Hold on. I was doing so fine earlier, too. Is that why it's doing that? Because it's being an asshole? Because, like... I don't know. It's being really weird. I don't want it doing that. Why are you... Hi? Yes, I know. I want to download. Let me download. Can I do it like this, maybe? Well, let me. Sorry, guys. It's being an asshole. A butthole. Sorry, guys. It's being a real big butthole. Let me open. Okay, there we go. Jesus. Let me go to press, and then let me go to Windows, and then okay, cool. Let me do full screen. Why is it doing that? Could I just not go full screen then? Like, is it just not gonna allow me? Okay. Let me do Windows, and then let me do like that. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it like that. Okay. So, to the 3 people who are watching right now, if you are still watching, I am currently playing a visual horror novel called Diona, something like that, Flower Shop. It took me a while to get here. It was being a total butthole to me for no apparent reason. It just wanted to be. It was just me not meow. It was just meow. Anyways, we're here now. If you are like screening it for the first time or whatever, I am Vanilla Cream. I go by the name like either Casey or Mika. I would prefer Mika just because I like that name more. I usually do gacha videos, but I did want to start doing live streams just because I found them to be like a lot cooler. So that's why we're here. And yeah. So if you want to chat, you're more than welcome to. Like the chat's open and stuff, hopefully. And just like talk for a bit. I'm gonna start playing the game now because I finally got it working for me. If you see me being a very shit reader, then that is why. I'm not very good at reading out loud. Also, content warning as well for like the only other person watching. This is a yandere horror visual novel, so it has like blood, gore, stuff like that. I never played this game personally, I just know that. This is my first time ever checking this one out. So, yippee! Anyways, we're gonna start now. Finally, after waiting for so long, we are going to start now. You're in search of the perfect bouquet of flowers for a special event. Oh, pretty. In a hurry, I bolted out of my workplace and lifted my wrist to check out the time. Shit. I had a feeling I'd be working overtime again tonight, but I didn't expect leaving work this late. My plan was to leave a little earlier tonight to spare some time browsing for flowers to buy, but now it's 11:15 p.m. already. No shop must still be open by this hour. As I walk, the night envelops and the streets in darkness and quietness. Yeah, I was right. I noticed that most of the shops are closed now. A hint of disappointment creeps up, realizing that I won't have the chance to buy what I needed for tomorrow. If only I had thrown caution to the wind and left earlier. Now I'm not sure anymore about tomorrow. Well, it's not like getting a flower bouquet for an occasion like that is necessary, after all. But I still think it'd be a good idea too. I'm making my glasses on. I can't read. I suck at reading. Hold on. Now glasses want to be a butthole to me, apparently. Excuse me. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. I can actually see now. Yippee! Okay. Restart that from the top. Well, it's not like getting a flower bouquet for this, but for this occasion is that necessary after all. But I still think it'd be a good idea to do so. It's just showing up with a bouquet in hand would show the effort I put in, right? At least that's what I think. I began to walk slowly, realizing that there's no point in hurrying anymore since I might just go through tomorrow without a flower bouquet. Which, by the way, I don't know why, like, whatever event this is, I don't know why you would bring a flower bouquet anyways. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's no occasion where you would need that unless it's for a date. Like, you just, like, want to get flowers for your significant other or something like that. I feel like there should be no reason to have flowers like that. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe. Yeah, just as I was about to completely give up on the idea, something caught my attention, and I came to an abrupt stop. Diane's flower shop. Diona. Despite the late hour, the entrance of the stop still displayed the riot of blossoms. It was a little strange to see, yet its beauty drew me in like a moth to a flame. Either the florist is incredibly dedicated to the shop and to the either the florist is incredibly dedicated, or the shop simply has unusual working hours. But that doesn't matter now. That this means I have a chance to buy flowers. What? Eager, I hastened my steps towards the shop and entered. The door chimed with a soft ring and it swung open, announcing my arrival. The interior of the flower shop excludes a delicate beauty with a simple yet elegant decor that consists of soft and muted colors. The blossoms oh my god, fuck. The blossoms neatly displayed in the glass vase cast elegant shadows in the dim lighting. As I wander through the flower shop, I can smell the scent of usual fragrant floral notes in the air. But I also begin to notice something else. Something unsettling, far from the usual pleasantness. A faint, discoordinated order. Oh my god! A faint, discoordinated odor that mingles with the flowery scents. A scent different from what I expect in the flower shop, but I couldn't quite place its origin either. I quickly dismissed it and chose to focus on the flower shop's exquisite arrangements instead, as if ignoring the scent will make it vanish somehow. Which, by the way, I don't know why anybody would ever want to come into a flower shop and it smells like absolute shit, basically. I wouldn't. Like, if it don't smell nice, then I don't want to go in there. That's how I see it. I don't know. Just saying. Kind of weird. Kind of kooky. I began observing the floral displays, my eyes drifting over them. Some bouquets were prearranged, while others featured individual stems waiting to be selected. Taking a closer look, the late hours seemed to have taken its toll on a few, leaving them with slight wilt. Nonetheless, I feel grateful that this flower shop is still open at this hour. On the opposite side of the shop, a particular bouquet of sunflowers immediately captures my attention. They stood out with their vibrant freshness in stark contrast to the others. Wow, I whispered to myself, reaching out to gently touch the golden petals, a soft smile gracing my lips. This one's still quite fresh, surprisingly. Maybe I should get this one. I mused again, hesitating. Yeah, I think I should look around first. Turning away from the sunflowers, I strolled further into the shop, admiring the colorful array of blooms and pondering my choices. It wasn't until I stole a glance at the counter that I realized that the shop was deserted. Where's the florist? Check the staff door or just look around and wait. Personally, because I am not the type of person to just go in and be like, hey, what's up? into a staff store, I would wait because hello? Oh, it's just you, Frankie. Just because, hey, that's kind of rude. Don't ever do that. If you see a staff door, don't ever go into there unless you're working there. That's just like so fucking rude. But for essentially the choices in this game, which by the way, can I not save? Oh my god, can I not save? Oh shit, no! Okay then, well I guess I don't have a choice to save. Oh wait, it's up here. Oh my god, I am blind. I'm gonna put that there for now. Return. Apparently it's up here. So I'm gonna just look around and wait. Not sure what to do, I decided to just look around and wait for now. Maybe somebody will show up soon. Venturing between the shelves, my eyes were drawn to an exquisite arrangement of lilies. Whoever arranged it had done a meticulous job, and I find myself admiring the skillful work put into the bouquet. Ooh, hello, pretty pink boy. Ooh boy, you pretty. You a pretty man. Just as I thought of checking my watch, I was taken aback by the presence of a man with pink hair standing in front of me. Hi. What was that? Oh. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. Checking the phone. Hello there. I apologize for making you wait. I was tending to something in the other room and didn't know someone had entered the shop. Welcome to Diana's flower shop. I'm the florist in charge. How can I assist you? Yeah, I'm here to buy some flowers for a special occasion. The man nodded and his smile broadens. Of course. What's the occasion, and what type of flowers are you interested in? For a confession, it's my friend's birthday. Wow, you're hot. Realistically, that third one would be my my answer. But yeah. I don't know. For a confession. Which, by the way, that, again, like I said earlier, that is the only reason you should ever need flowers for, is if you're confessing to somebody. Like, I genuinely don't think you would need flowers for anything else. Like, there's no point. There's no point in having flowers for anything else, other than if you're just, like, wanting to confess. Confess your love. It's my friend's birthday. Yeah, I would say, like, it's for my friend's birthday. Like, I would love to say that, but I don't know this man. Well, I'm actually looking for some flowers for a birthday gift. It's my friend's birthday, and I want to surprise them with a beautiful bouquet. Of course, flowers would make a fantastic gift. We have a delightful variety of bouquets that would be perfect for your friend's birthday. Is there any particular flower or color they like? They love sunflowers, so I was hoping to find a boutique with sunflowers. As if he's silently approving my choice in flowers, the mention of sunflowers made the man's smile broaden. Excellent. Sunflowers are bright and cheerful, perfect for bringing a smile to anyone's face on their special day. We can create a lovely sunflower arrangement that your friend will surely adore. I'll arrange the flowers for you. I'll arrange the bouquet for you. You can follow me and add any additional touches you might want later if you'd like. Thank you. I trailed behind the florist, observing as he elegantly halted his steps and began crafting a floral arrangement at a nearby table. He began by he began by selecting individual petals from a bunch, each movement deliberate and precise. Swiftly after, he picked a pair of slender silver pruning shears from a nearby cabinet. It feels a little awkward if I stand here and watch him work. Maybe I should try and say something. The flowers here are beautiful. You really take good care of them. Thank you. It's always a pleasure to create something beautiful with nature's gift. With the shears in hand, he snipped at the stems at just the right angle, a metallic blade glinting slightly in the flower shop dim light. Their edges appear really sharp and maintained. As you may have noticed, a couple of them have started to wilt. I apologize for that. It's because I usually select the flowers during the day and they don't remain fresh until late. I'm not understanding, acknowledging the truth in its explanation. Or maybe there's like a dead body. Who knows? There just might be a dead body. No worries. I completely understand. Flowers tend to be, oh my god. Flowers tend to deteriorate quickly once they're picked. I'm relieved to know. Oh, he's blushing. Hello, Shashi. I'm relieved to know so. It's indeed unfortunate that their beauty doesn't last very long. Do you last very long in bed? Who knows? He held one of the blooms up to the soft light, pausing mid-sentence as he momentarily inspected it for any imperfections. Satisfied, he closed another flower, balancing the two with a precise eye, resuming to speaking. I often wish that more individuals embrace naturing flowers. It appears many lean towards purchasing them solely for decoration. People refer to ℚ𝒾𝓇𝒾𝒹𝒶 for the prearranged, hand-picked, and clean options. Alright. Yeah, you're right. It's disheartening to see beautiful flowers go to waste. Why does your flower shop even remain open until this late anyways? Well, at least I'm glad to see that somebody as charming as you is taking care of these beautiful flowers. I'm gonna go with that one because that would be something I would say. Aw, he's so pretty. His lips curl into a small smile, his eyes meeting mine briefly before his focus returns to his work. Thank you for your kind words. It's an honor. Flowers are really beautiful and delicate, thus I want to be able to enhance each flower's beauty by arranging them harmonically. Harmonically? Well, I think you're already doing a good job at it. He continued by picking up a handful of delicate baby's breaths. Tiny white flowers that added a little airy lightness to the bouquet. Was there a specific reason behind your choice to become a florist? He appears to truly enjoy his work. My love for flowers have been a lifelong affair. Even as a child, I was captivated by their beauty and grace. But it was when I met my wife that my passion for flowers intensified greatly. He has a wife? Are we trying to fuck a married man? Like, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. Oops. His voice took a notable change in tone as he spoke about his wife. Your wife must hold a special place in your heart. With each nod, his smile seemed to grow wider, making it clear that he's absolutely smitten with the topic of his wife. She is, and I'm thankful to be in her presence every single day. That's so sweet. But damn it. I nod softly, smiling at his words and remaining quiet to let him focus. Amidst his work, he suddenly paused, setting aside the shears and fixing his gaze on me. Excuse me for just a moment. I need to retrieve something from the other room. The florist smiled politely and left the counter. After a short absence, he returned, carrying a small wooden box filled with the decorative satin ribbons and a handful of white lilies. Thank you for your patience. No problem at all. He continued with his work and thoughtfully interspersed the white petals throughout the bouquet, like pearls adorning a royal robe. Ah, I apologize again. I just remember I missed something. How forgetful of me. I'll be right back. Just one more thing to go fetch. He disappeared into the staff room once more. Take your time. Just like this, the floor would frequently step away to the staff room in the midst of his work. He returned with a new equipment of fresh blooms, while other times he reappeared with other apparent changes. No other apparent changes. Each time he opened the staff door, a particular smell grew more potent. Soon enough, the florist returned again with the roll of decorative paper. Thank you for waiting. No problem. Even though the door is closed now, his earlier trips to the staff room left a lingering scent in the shop. I instinctively scratched up my nose at the unpleasant odor. I think it's the smell from earlier. Ignore the smell, pretend it isn't there, ask the florist about it. You know, I must admit, your flowers aren't the only thing that's captivating around here. Low-key. Like, he has a wife. But I can't help but look at him and want to flirt with him. I don't know. Maybe it's just like pretty pink-haired men just like make me go fucking crazy for whatever reason. Like majority of the men, like fictional men that I like are like men with like pink hair or stuff. Like Cherry from Infinity Skate 8. I fucking love him. He's so pretty. And then you also have like other ones. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Because my brain's going dead. Ira, she is actually a girl, but she's still pretty with pink hair. I love her. And then what else? Who else? I think that's really it for pink-haired men. I don't know. I don't watch a whole lot of animes where like, you know, they have pink hair. Alrighty. Anyways, ignore the smell, pretend it isn't there, ask for the florist about it. You know, I must. And then that one. I don't know. I mean, I almost want to just to see like where it'll get me. At the same time, though, I like don't want to die. Not too soon. I don't know. Like he has a wife, but I like to flirt. Ask the florist about it. Ignore the smell. Pretend it isn't there. I don't know. I feel like flirting with him. I tried to smile, hoping to divert my attention away from the unusual scent in the shop. His glance in my direction was accompanied by a smile that appeared somewhat contrived. It made me feel a little uneasy, as if he could discern my motives. Care to elaborate? Oh, I mean, it's not just the flowers. Your presence adds a certain charm to this place, too. Is that so? You have a way with compliments. I call it as I see it. You must have many admirers. Ha, you're flattering me. While he plays each petals with precision, I suddenly hear loud crashing noises coming from the other room. Is he, like, keeping his supposed wife kidnapped? Is that what's happening? I feel like that's what's happening. I don't know. I feel like it is. Who knows? For the first time since I walked into the flower shop, I see genuinely shot at the florist's face. What was that? It sounds like someone tripped over or something. I apologize. I must go and take a look. Please excuse me for a moment. Okay. He looks genuinely concerned as he rushes towards the staff room, leaving me standing there. And of course, as he opened the door, the scent lingers in the air again. It makes me question what's really behind that door. And if it's the scent of the flowers, I wonder what kind of flower could possibly emit such a foul scent. After what feels like an eternity, the florist finally returns. The worry that was visible on his face earlier has dissipated, and he now wears a faint smile. Is everything okay back there? It seems my wife accidentally knocked over a few gardening tools of mine. Nothing to worry about. She's just a little clumsy at times. He's so cute when he blushes. Like, I know he's like a bad person or whatever, but because obviously this is like a horror game. But he's so pretty. He's a pretty little guy. I like him. Can you blush for me? He chuckles softly and swiftly puts out the flowers again, resuming the arrangement. I see. I stood still, patiently waiting for the flowers arrangement to be done. Yet, while I was looking around the table, I noticed a stain of blood at the end of the counter. Oh, that's not good. Exactly the spot where the florist had touched. The florist seems to have been aware of me spotting the bloodstain. Is there something else that caught your attention? That blood. Nothing. I was just spacing out. Like, I would assume if you were to say, like, hey, I noticed the blood, he might kill you or something. So I'm just gonna say, no, I was just spacing out. Oh, it's nothing, really. I was just spacing out for a moment. His eyes, a deep shade of crimson, bore into me for a moment longer. Mm-hmm. As though he's seeking something in my expression, before he eventually broke the silence. I see. Well, if you have any questions about the flowers, feel free to ask. The florist's intense gaze makes me wonder if he saw through my attempt to hide my unease. Quietly, I observe his fingers in motion. With every addition, the florist paused. His discerning eyes ensure each flower found its perfect place in the arrangement. Not long after, he looked my way. I apologize for making you wait. I'm almost done with the arrangement. Would you like to include a card with the bouquet? Normally there's an additional charge, but since you're buying our last batch of flowers, I'll include it with no extra cost. For free? The florist nodded, smiling. Yes. Thank you. I'd like a card then. I don't want a card. I want you instead. Oh no. That option. Mm, mm, no, thank you. I'll pass on that offer. I'm gonna take the card. Probably just because, it would be nice. Also, like, if you're gonna get flowers and stuff, get a card with it. Just get a card. And ow, like my booty's hurting, bro. Thank you. Excellent choice. What would you like for me to write on it? I think I told the florist what I like for him to write, word by word, as he writes them down. Thank you. Is this good enough for you? I inspected the bouquet of flowers as he arranged, adorned with a small card attached to the ribbon. Oh, he has a very pretty handwriting, and the arrangement looks just as beautiful. It's beautiful. I held onto the bouquet tighter, looking at the florist. Thank you so much. I'm glad you think so. Do you want to purchase something else before leaving, or is this all? I should get going. How much is this? Yes, but I'm a little curious. I'm gonna go with this answer because why not? Why not? About what, if I may ask? About the handsome man behind the arrangement. I might ask about his wife. I don't know. Because you don't really know a whole lot about his wife. Honestly, I didn't even think he had a wife. Okay, when I first downloaded this game. But he does have a wifey, and I just want to know. I want to know so badly. Here. Should I save? Oh no, should I save here? Ask about your wife. No one asked about his wife. Pardon? He looked genuinely surprised at my question, clearly from his eyes slightly widened. I'm just curious about the person who inspired you to do such an artistry, whatever the fuck. His expression softened at my confirmation, and he nodded slowly. Ah, I see. I'm flattered you want to know more about us. Well, my wife, she's a feisty, wonderful woman. Despite the way she's born, she unquestioned shines through. She has delicate nature, despite her strong and tall exterior, which is why I don't let her work in the shop nor help me directly. Is his wife like a monster, like a plant monster? I wonder if his wife is a plant monster. I just wonder that. Because why else? Why else would you describe her like that? I feel like there should be no other reason why you would describe your wife like that, as tall and stature, and you don't want her to be out in the open. Also, with all the blood and stuff, on the counter, what? That is as much as I can say about her. Something in his voice tells me that he's not going to say anything more. I see. You seem to treasure her so much. The florist nodded slowly, smiling in satisfaction. Of course I do. She's my everything. Following that, the florist turned and headed towards the opposite side of the counter where he began tidying up. Well then, I should prepare for closing now. If there's nothing else you need, perhaps it's time for you to be on your way too. The florist's usual soft tone was both polite and firm. I'm past the usual closing time. Oh, I didn't want to keep you. Oh, I did not like how he looked like that. Oh no. Oh no. It's quite alright. I appreciate your interest in the shop. If you ever need flowers in the future, don't hesitate to drop by. Thank you for choosing Diana's shop, flower shop. We'll see you again soon. I don't like that. Like, he scares me. He scares me a little bit. Alright. I'm sorry. I'm trying to, like, let the frame cool down for a moment. It's, like, super laggy. I'm gonna keep that on for a little bit. Alright. Holding the bouquet of flowers, I nodded while taking the last glance around the shop. Thanks as well. As I distanced myself from the shop, the unsettling scent slowly faded, and the surroundings became more familiar and comfortable. There's a faint inkling that I've forgotten something, and it's bothering me. What could it be? Did I leave something behind in the shop? No, I don't think I left anything. Thank you for choosing Diane's flower shop. We will see you again soon. Is his wife, like, is he and his wife both obsessed with us, like, as the MC or whatever? Because that would be insane if it was. Also, wait. Ending? Well, that don't make me feel no better. The forest will find you soon. Oh no. Okay. Thanks, broski. That totally makes me feel better. Okay. There's like a few other options I want to go by. Real quick. I just want to go by this. Like, I want to start flirting with him too now. Okay. Where's the florist? I'm gonna check the staff room. Like, that might give me an ending where he like just straight up kills me. So I want to see. I hesitated for a moment, pondering whether it might be a bit excessive. But in the end, curiosity got the better of me. After all, someone might be inside, right? I mean, who in their right mind would leave their own shop unattended at this hour? It's kind of dangerous. After a brief eternal debate, I made my way towards the back of the counter, intending to knock on the staff's door. I noticed that odd, out-of-place scent from earlier. It seems to be coming from inside the store. I apologize, but the staff members are only allowed to enter. I can't speak. I was taken aback by the sudden presence of a man with pink hair emerging from the staff door. Oh, sorry. I took a step back immediately, feeling a bit flustered. No, you're quite all right. The man's lips curled upwards into a smile that appeared warm to me, and he took a step back, maintaining a professional distance. I apologize for making you wait. I was tending to something in the other room and didn't notice someone had entered the shop. Welcome to Diana's flower shop. I'm the florist in charge. How can I assist you? We also don't know his name yet, by the way. I have no idea what his name is. Yes, I'm here to buy some flowers for a special occasion. The man nodded. His smile broadens. Of course. What's the occasion for the type of flowers you're in? I'm also going to save here because I know there are like multiple options. We'll do it right here. Is that a corn? What is the mouse? I have no idea what the mouse is. For a confession, it's my friend's birthday. Wow, you're hot. I'm gonna do the route where like I just straight up flirt with him the whole entire time, knowing damn well he has a wife. Pardon? Why the heck did I blurt that out? I feel utterly awkward. I try to form a reply at my thoughts scramble, leaving me tongue-tied with non-sensual sounds. Why? I appreciate that. The florist gave a slight smile in reply, his voice hardly shifting. That only adds to my embarrassment. I cringe inwardly, wondering how I could have said something like that earlier. In any case, is there any type of flowers you're interested in buying? Not really. Nothing comes to mind. That's perfectly fine. If you like, I can show you around our book. Flower language book. It's a way to choose flowers based on what their feelings and their symbols. Thank you. I'd appreciate that. The florist smiles swiftly. Or the store. Give me a sec. I can't speak. The florist swiftly retrieves to the flower. Oh my god. The florist swiftly retrieved the flower language book from the cabinet and handed it to me, and I took it with a nod with a small smile. Thank you. I trailed behind the florist, observing as he elegantly halted his steps and began crafting a floral arrangement at a nearby table. Despite trying to focus on the task at hand, my mind kept replaying that awkward moment. I blurted out that thoughtless comment. Please browse to your leisure. I had to return to another arrangement for a client, so whenever you made your choice, please let me know. Thank you so much. I'll definitely let you know. Trying to distract myself, I gazed at the beautifully assorted flowers before me. While I was browsing, the florist was in deep concentration of his arrangement work. I began flipping through the pages of the flower language book, scanning the meanings and symbolisms behind various blooms. Marigolds and red roses caught my attention. Marigolds, often associated with passion and creativity, seemed like a vibrant choice. On the other hand, red roses conveyed messages of love and admiration. I don't know which one to decide. After a moment of contemplation, I turned my attention towards the florist. With shears in hand, he snipped at the stems just at the right angle, the metallic blades glinting slightly in the flower shop's dim lighting. Their edges appeared really sharp and maintained. Perfect for cutting. What? Who said that? I don't want to bother him, but I also need to ask for his help in deciding. Excuse me? Yes. He paused in his movements, anticipating my next words with a small smile on his face. I can't decide between marigolds and red roses. A tough decision indeed. Both choices are beautiful. Perhaps you can opt for the red roses. As much as I like to offer you both, I can't sell flowers that aren't in their best condition. As you may have noticed, a couple of them have started to wilt. I apologize for that. It's because I usually select the flowers during the day, and they don't remain fresh until late. No. I nodded in understanding, acknowledging the truth in his explanation. No worries. I completely understand. Flowers tend to deteriorate quickly once they're picked. I'm relieved to know so. It's indeed unfortunate that their beauty doesn't last very long. I often wish that more individuals embrace nurturing flowers, but it appears many lean towards purchasing them solely for decoration. People prefer to opt for the pre-arranged, hand-picked, and cleaned options. Yeah, you're right. It's disheartening to see beautiful flowers go to waste. Why does your flower shop even remain open until this late? Well, at least I'm glad to see someone as charming as you taking care of the beautiful flowers. I'm gonna go with that one because again, like I'm trying to flirt with this man a little bit. His lips curved to a small smile, his eyes meeting mine briefly before his focus is returned to his work. Thank you for your kind words. It's an honor. Flowers really are beautiful and delicate, thus I wanted to be able to enchant each flower's beauty by arranging them harmonically. Well, I think you're already doing a good job at it. Was there a specific reason behind your choice to become a florist? He appears to truly enjoy his work. My love for flowers have been a lifelong affair. Even as a child, I was captivated by their beauty and grace. But it was when I met my wife that my passion for flowers intensified greatly. His voice took a noticeable change in the tone as he spoke of his wife. Your wife must hold a special place in your heart. With each nod, his smile seems to grow wider, making it clear that he's absolutely smitten on the topic of his wife. She is, and I'm thankful for her presence every single day. So, would you like to choose a selection of red roses? Oh, right. I was caught up in the conversation. Yes, the red roses would be fine. Yes, but the marigolds in it would be great too. I don't mind if it's a little wilted. I'm gonna save because I don't know. I feel like both options are like lead to something, but I am gonna go with red roses for now. An excellent choice, indeed. He set aside the arrangement for another client as he tied a ribbon around it as a finishing touch. If I may ask, what's the occasion? For a confession, it's my friend's birthday. We're gonna go with confession this time because I already did one of them, so I'm gonna go for a confession. I wanted to confess my feelings for someone, so I thought flowers would be a perfect way to express it. Oh, how lovely. Flowers can convey emotions beautifully indeed. Okay, I'll begin preparing them for you. Thank you so much. I nod softly, smiling at his words and remaining quiet to let him focus on his work now. Amidst his work, he suddenly paused, setting aside the shears and fixing his gaze on me. Excuse me for just a moment. I need to retrieve something in the other room. The florist smiled politely and left the counter. After a short absence, he returned, carrying a small wooden box filled with decorative satin ribbons and a handful of white lilies. Thank you for your patience. No problem at all. He continued with his work and thoughtfully interspersed the white petals throughout the bouquet like pearls adorning a royal robe. Ah, I apologize again. I just remember I missed something. How forgetful of me. I'll be right back. Just for one more thing to fetch. He disappeared into his staff room once more. Take your time. Just like this, the florist would frequently step away to the staff room in the midst of his work. Sometimes he returned with a new equipment of fresh blooms, while other times he reappeared with no arrangement at all, with no apparent changes. Each time he opened the staff door, the peculiar smell grew more potent. Soon enough, the florist returned again with a roll of decorative paper. Thank you for waiting. No problem. Even though the door is closed now, his earlier trips to the staff room left a lingering scent in the shop. I instinctively scratch up my nose in the unpleasant odor. I think the smell is from earlier. Ignore the smell, pretend it isn't there. Ask the florist about it. I must admit, your flowers aren't the only thing captivating around here. Oh my god, I can't speak. Do I want to save at this one too? Because I already have one that is saved like that. I don't think I will, just because I already have one saved. I don't know. I feel like I really don't need it. Ignore the smell, pretend it isn't there. Ask the florist about it. I think I went with this option before, or it was this one. I can't really remember. But this time I'm going to ask the florist about it. Is there a particular scent in here? It's quite unusual for a flower shop. He responded without even sparing me a glance. Ah, yes. Some customers notice it. he replied without even sparing me a glance. The scent that many find to be calming. Sir, I don't think it's that calming. Like, I don't know. I really don't think it's that calming. I see. I nodded as I speak, although the smell is far from calming to me. It's far from calming. What is it really? Oh, here's a new line. I'm gonna save here definitely. I don't know. Like, I kind of want to go quiet for now, but at the same time, I also want to talk about it. So I'm gonna go here. Yet I didn't want to come across as rude. I brushed off the discomfort and resumed to pursuing the flowers. Are you interested in adding a what the fuck is that? A nomi? Something like that, perhaps? A timeless choice for a variety for various occasions. Red, pink, and white. Each shade conveys distinct meanings. Still mulling it over. I see. Very well then. His words faded into the background as the unsettling smell seemed to grow stronger. My unease deepened with each passing moment. The scent intensified whenever he opened the staff door. I think I need some fresh air. Can I step outside while you finish? Of course. Take your time. I'll continue working on the arrangement. And please, feel better soon. Hey, yo! That... My guy. That's a little scary. Don't say that. That makes me feel bad. That makes me feel even worse. I don't know. Don't scare me very much. Aw, that's sweet. Thank you, Connor, for replying. Although you're probably gone now. Anyways, thank you. Also, thank you to the 3 legs too. Just saying. Just saying. I nodded at his words and forced a grin on my face before swiftly turning around and leaving the room. Oh no, I'm gonna continue to be on it. Oh, okay, yeah, you still are here. Hi! We haven't talked in a while. Sorry about that. I've been really busy, so excuse that. I'm sorry. I see you. Why are you in here? Go away. I mean that, Ross. Hold on. Give me a sec. Go to bed. I hear you coughing in the other room. Aw, that's sweet. But yeah, again, sorry I haven't really been responding as much. I don't live in Knoxville anymore either. I told you you're sick. Go to bed. Shut up. Sleep. You sound like an old dying woman in there. Anyways. It's all right. I mean, I don't live in Knoxville anymore either way, so it's not like anybody knows, and I'm not gonna say where I live now. Besides, I'm pretty sure like at least some of my other subscribers like knew about that. It's not like I really kept it secret. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna continue with this. Also, I have no idea if this mic is working or not. I'm just hoping it is, because it's just in my face. Anyways, stepping outside, the fresh air did little to ease my unease. I couldn't shake off the feeling that there was much more to this flower shop than meet the eye. My instincts screamed to me to leave, but I couldn't abandon the mission. As I took a deep breath, I contemplated whether to confront my fears and learn what's going on, or just to take the chance and leave. I really feel like something isn't right here. Leave and buy flowers somewhere else, if I could. Stay and wait for the bookkeep, no matter what. I'm gonna save real quick, because I know there might be a second option to this. I'm still here for you. You can talk to me anytime, except on the days I have therapy. Oh, you're in therapy now? Oh, I hope that's going good for you. Therapy's hard and expensive. That's why I don't have it. Roz, I told you to go to sleep. Okay, well, that's good. I mean, your health takes like priority first before anything else. I'm just dumb enough to not do that. But yeah, I hope it's going good for you. I'll probably text you at some point. I probably won't be for a while because I'm trying to settle down the new place we're at. So it's gonna be a while before I get into contact with anybody else. But yeah. Anyways, back to the game. What is that? Ew. Anyways. I'm gonna stay and wait. Just because, like, I just want to see. A part of me wants to leave and forget about the whole thing, but another part of me can't help but be drawn back to this place. No, what am I thinking? I think I could just be thinking too much into this whole thing. Right. I took a few more moments to calm myself down, think properly before eventually stepping inside the shop again. Besides, he arranges some of the most beautiful bouquets I've ever seen at a reasonable price. Come back in. Look at you. You're so pretty. Oh my god. I don't know. Because now I kind of want to cosplay him. But not really, because I think he's kind of a niche character. Yes. Anyways. I'm still here. It's okay. Take your time. It's not like it's the end of the world. Yeah. Mildly crisis. And I hear coughing of a dead woman in the background. Hopefully you don't hear that. Because she is a dead woman, apparently. She does not take care of herself. What? Who said that? When I step inside, he's unchanging. The florist is still as focused as ever at his flower arrangement. Oh my god, there's hair all over me. What? Who said that? Not me. What? Feeling better? I think. Despite my response clearly lacking in spirit, the florist doesn't seem to know on it, and instead continue to work so focusedly on the arrangement, almost like he's ignoring me in a way. Bitch! Don't ignore me. Like, I know you have a wife and everything, but don't ignore me. Yeah, good night, you hoe. Anyways, it's okay. But yeah, I don't know. He shouldn't ignore me. I mean, well, actually, maybe he should. He might end up killing me. Who knows? I would be dumb enough to get killed in a video game. I'm surprised that the ending I got already hasn't killed me. While you place each petals with precision, I suddenly hear loud crashing noises coming from the other room. For the first time since I walked into this flower shop. Oh, go fuck off! For the first time since I walked into the flower shop, I see genuine shock on the florist's face. What was that? It sounds like someone tripped or something. I apologize. I must go and take a look. Please excuse me for a moment. Okay. Have you played it before? Or have you, like, watched a thing about it? Because this is, like, the first time I've ever heard about this game. Like, I literally just found it on, like, random last night when I was scrolling through to find other games or other live streams. Also, my fingertips are blue. Oh, if you're able to, send me a link to it, because the two people who I watched play visual novels, I haven't seen them play this one. Like ℳ𝒾𝓾𝒾𝒹𝒶 and I think his name is Lion or something like that. But I haven't seen them play this game. So yippee. I'll have to like see a playthrough so I can actually get like some other endings. Because now I'm curious. He looks genuinely concerned as he rushes towards the staff room, leaving me standing there. And of course, as he opened the door, the scent lingers in the air again. It makes me question what really is behind that closed doors, and if it's the scent of the flowers. I wonder what kind of flower could possibly emit such a foul scent. Yeah, they're great. I love them so much. I love their videos. I've been going on like a constant binge watch of like ℳ𝒾𝓾𝒾𝒹𝒶 videos because I just love her videos so much. That's the whole reason I even got into like thinking of doing live streams and visual novels, because before I would just never even think about it. And here I am now. So, yippee. After what feels like an eternity, the florist finally returns. The worry that was visible on his face earlier has dissipated. Oh my god. And he now wears a faint smile. Is everything okay back there? It seems my wife accidentally knocked over some gardening tools of mine. Nothing to worry about. She's just a little clumsy at times. But no, seriously. I feel like this guy like has like a monster wife or whatever. You know, like how there's like some people who are like really into like monster screwing or whatever. I feel like that this is the kind of guy. Okay, so I have played Online Obsession before, and it's super good. I wish it wasn't a demo, but it is, unfortunately. There's other ones that I think you would really like The Kid at the Back or 14 Days with You. They're pretty basic, but they're really good, and they have like multiple days. And then what other ones were there? There's this one that isn't a yandere horror novel, or at least it doesn't look like it from what I've seen on Itch.io. It's called like Project Blue. I think I'm gonna play that next stream, next week, because I'm thinking of doing these like every other week or whatever. But yeah. Anyways. He chuckles softly, swiftly picks up the flowers again, resuming the arrangement. Okay, real. Like, I've seen very few things with Adam. I don't really like I don't know. I haven't really played or like seen anything with Adam in it, but yeah. Also, there's like this really good visual novel or like exploring game. It's called like Purple or whatever. It's really good, and it's like related to these other visual novels as well. Like it's made by similar creators, and it's like a whole story, like a tie to each other. Similar like how the game John Doe and like the one with like the house guy are from the same person in the same universe. Which, by the way, John Doe is a great scary game. I love that game. I love it. Oh yeah, the Sunny Day Jason Day, Jack game or whatever the fuck. It's good. I don't know. I don't really like it. I don't like the art style, so I can't really get into it. Anyways, he chuckles softly and swiftly picks up the flowers again, resuming the arrangement. I see. I stood still, patiently waiting for the flower arrangement to be done. Yet, while I was looking around the table, I noticed the stained blood at the end of the counter. Exactly the spot where the florist had just touched. Hmm? The florist seems to have been aware of me spotting the bloodstain. Anyways, I just did that earlier, so I'm gonna go with like that blood. Is there something else that got your attention? My voice trembles with concern as I gesture towards the bloodstain. There's a strong urge in me that wants to really know what's happening. That blood, what happened? He pauses for a moment, his eyes drifting, darting to the spot I was pointing at. I think I didn't properly clean up after myself just now. He lets out a quiet sigh, rubbing his temple with his other hand. I apologize. I just had a nosebleed. A nosebleed? Yes, it happens every now and then, unfortunately. Sometimes I do wonder if it's from me working a bit too hard, for I'm the only one who works here. Oh, that's totally a red flag. Oh no. Sir? Me don't feel comfortable with that. God, it's lagging really bad, isn't it? So sorry about that. There's not much I can do on the lagging part, unfortunately. What about your wife? Why isn't she helping you? You really need to look after yourself, handsome. Ooh. That's concerning. You should remember to rest. That's not from a nosebleed. So, like, I could be smart. I could be smart and call out his bullshit. Do I want to? Not really. Do I just want to keep flirting with him? Yes. I say as a full-on lesbian, by the way. What about your wife? Isn't she helping? I really want to do that just because I want to see what ending I would get just by flirting with him only. The florist remains fixated on his floral arrangement, unfazed by my flirtatious tone. I appreciate your concern, but I'm used to it, really. There's no need to worry. Moreover, my wife's presence serves as a constant reminder that, as her husband, I must put in the effort to meet her needs without compromising my own health. Compromising. That's the word. Fuck. Okay, thank you. I'll look into it later, or like watch it for bed. Also, shut up. Stupid notifications. Anyways, quietly I observed his fingers in motion. With every addition, the florist paused, his disconcerting eyes ensuring each flower found its perfect place in the arrangement. Not long after, he looked my way. I apologize for making you wait. I'm almost done with the arrangement. Would you like to include a card to the bouquet? Normally there's an additional charge, but since you're buying our last batch of flowers, I'll include it with no extra cost. For free? The florist nodded, smiling. Yes. I would like a card then. I don't want a card. Oh, that's right, because I did want to flirt with him a little bit, because I'm an idiot. I don't know. It's like, if I just keep flirting with him, I might just honestly die. Which is okay, because like I'm trying to get like all endings right now. With a small laugh, he shook his head, the florist's eyes betraying the absence of a genuine smile. Your flirtatious behavior, as tedious as it is, reminds me of the time when my wife and I would share lighthearted moments. But I'm afraid the situation isn't one of them. Oh, is he gonna kill me? Sighing softly, he returned to wearing a wider smile. I will be giving you the card then. What would you like to write on it? Wow, he's blatantly ignoring me. Like, to be fair, he does have a wife. He does have a wife, so it's... Of course he's gonna ignore me. Of course. That's just how it is. Can I? Okay, no. I was gonna try and Okay. Anyways, sorry about that. I just wanted to check something. I think I'd like some... I told the florist what I'd like for him to write, word by word, as he wrote them down. Once the flowers were perfectly arranged, he carefully wrapped the bouquet with decorative paper, the color and the patterns complementing the flowers within. He tied a satin ribbon around the bouquet as he completed the masterpiece before handing me the bouquet. Thank you. Is this good enough for you? I expected the bouquet of flowers as he arranged, adorned with a small card attached to the ribbon. Oh, he has a very pretty handwriting, and the arrangement looks just as beautiful. It's beautiful. I held on to the bouquet tighter, looking up at the florist. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you think so. Do you want to purchase something else before leaving, or is this all? That's all. How much is this? Yes, but I'm curious about something else. I already did that option. But then again, I'm like going on a whole new route over here, basically. So, I don't know. Yes, that's all I wanna... That's all I want. How much is this? I'm gonna stop flirting with him by now. Then everything will be blah, 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 blah. Okay. With a hushed sigh, I took out my wallet and offered him the payment for his service. Because, like, last time I didn't even pay for it, basically. Got diner with me. Huh? He took the money and swiftly proceeded with the payment. Here's the change. I gave a nod and extended my hand to accept the change. Thank you. Also for the arrangement. Following that, the florist turned and headed towards the opposite side of the counter where he began tidying up. Well then, I should prepare for closing now. If there's nothing else you need, perhaps it's time for you perhaps it's time for you to be on your way too. The florist's usual soft tone, both polite and firm. I'm past the usual closing time. Oh, I don't want to keep you. It's quite alright. I appreciate your interest in the shop. And apparently in you, apparently. Just saying. Ooh, fun. Okay. Well, have a good dinner. I mean, I had spaghetti tonight. It was pretty good. Although, like, the usual bread that I have with it is just, like, really hard and crunchy this time, and I don't really like it like that. It was still good, though. Well, beef is good, too. But if you have it, like, for, like, every single night or something like that, then it's just, like, it gets really old. Like, even for me, just having pizza one night just makes me, like, not want it anymore, basically. It's quite alright. I appreciate your interest in the shop. If you ever need flowers in the future, don't hesitate to drop by. Thank you for choosing Diana's Flower Shop. We'll be with you soon. We will see you soon again. Holding the bouquet of flowers, I nodded while taking the last glance around the shop. Thanks as well. As I distanced myself from the shop, the unsettling scent slowly faded, and the surroundings became more familiar and comforting. God, this is like... Yeah, it's bad. Anyways, whatever. I was like, this is my. I already read that. What the fuck? There's a faint inkling that I've forgotten something, and it's bothering me. What could it be? Did I leave something at the shop? No, I don't think I left anything. We will see you again soon. Are you eating like a whole pizza by yourself? Like, do you have like a small pizza for yourself or like a large? Because usually I can't really finish my food. Like, it's bad. I know. I'm a waster. I don't like it, but I'm trying to be better. I'm trying. Not going so well. Wait. Ah! That's the same ending I got before. Let me go to here. Oh, okay. About, yeah. Save. Mode. Other choices. Let me go to my loads real quick. I don't know. There's like a few other endings. Like, I kind of want to go back to this one and just leave. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, it is unsettling. I can't really put into words exactly what's wrong, but something here generally doesn't feel right at all. After a moment of hesitation, I decided that I've had enough. And I left. Oh no. Wait, what? Closing this door. Sorry, maybe another time. Oh? I don't think I'll be going back here. I don't think I'll be going back here. Something's definitely not right. The arrangement is beautiful, but I just got a text from a friend and they knew another place. Without taking the time to wait for the florist's response, I closed the door and shut the dash and shut and dashed. I dashed. I said bye bye. No, don't say that. You're gonna scare me. As I make my escape, the haunting scent gradually fades, and the night becomes quieter and more familiar. My heart begins to steady, and I feel a sense of relief knowing that I just escaped whatever that flower shop was. Ending. Lily of the Valley. Well, at least I got a different ending. Amidst the shadows of the fragrant blooms, a discerning. I can't read that word. Discerning. Oh, a discerning heart chose caution's tune. A fleeting scent, a whisper spell, led one to escape where shadows dwell. Well, I mean, at least I left. Sometimes it's best to trust your instincts and not let your guard down. A simple choice to walk away can save you from a fate that's better than left unexplored, right? Okay. So that's the other one. There's like a few other choices I had. Like that was one of them. What was this one? I can remember like half the choices I do. Let me just see like if there would be a different answer to the marigolds. Find someone who treasures flowers as deeply as I do. He set aside the arrangement for another client as he tied the ribbon around as it's unfinished as around it as a finishing touch. Holy shit, I can't. Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna do a confession. So I thought flowers would be a perfect way to express it. Flowers can convey emotions beautifully indeed. I'll be preparing them for you. Thank you so much. Like, it's just a repeat of similar words, so. Fixing his gaze on me. Oh no. Excuse me for just a moment. I need to retrieve something from the other room. The floor smiled politely and left the counter. After a short absence, he returned carrying a small wooden box with decorative side ribbons, yada yada yada. Thank you for your patience. No problem at all. He continued with his work and thoughtfully interspersed the white flowers throughout. Yep. I apologize again. I just missed something. How forgetful of me. Be right back. There's so many things that he just keeps repeating, and like, I don't know. I'm gonna ask him about the smell this time. Is there a particular scent in here? It's quite unusual for a flower shop. I don't know if you asked. I don't know if you are this, but he doesn't have a wife. He just said that he just says that because he was picturing you as his wife. That you are already married to him as you walked in. Oh. I still like the idea that he has like a monster wife or whatever. I don't know. That idea just like it sounds more creepy. You could be crazy. Who knows? We could all be crazy. We could be as crazy as him for like assuming the first person who walks into a shop is just like going to be his wife. Now, if ℾ𝒾𝒾𝒹𝒶 were to ever walk into my flower shop, I would definitely assume he'd be my wife first thing. Because he is wifey material. And I don't care what anybody else says. I love ℾ𝒾𝒾𝒹𝒶. Oh, wait, I didn't even read that. Oops. I guess some customers notice it. Oh, wait, I did already go through this option. Oops. Scent that was mainly found to be calming. It is not calming, by the way. ℾ𝒾𝒾𝒹𝒶, he's from Demon Slayer. He's a 6-eyed demon, like Upper Moon 1. He is so beautiful. Oh my god. I actually have a figurine of him. Everything else is not gonna fall apart. Alright. Yeah, this is him. Absolutely gorgeous, as I've said. He is just so beautiful. So yeah, if you were to ever come into my flower shop, he'd be my wife. I love him. He's a little dusty though. He's a bit of a dusty boy. I haven't really cleaned him like I should. My poor baby. Shut up! He is gorgeous, okay? If you've seen his human form, you would 100% agree. He is so pretty. He is so gorgeous. I love him. He may have 6 eyes, but that's okay. Oh, hey there, Abby. Oh my gosh. Oh, whatever. You just don't have good taste in scary men. Anyways, I'm gonna go with that option. I apologize. Is the lingering aroma bothering you? The florist's gaze seemed to shift as if contemplating something. Assembling a blend of rare flowers I cultivated here. Quartz flower, bleeding heart, and jade vines. That is such a lie. He obviously like has something going on in the back, and like I really want to know what. Anyways, I'm gonna ignore you because no. Sorry, it's not debatable. He is hot. He is so hot in like his own right. Like if you were to search up ℾ𝒾𝒾𝒹𝒶 human form, you would agree with me by then. Well, yes, it's based on my personal preference. His fingers definitely held the bouquet flavor. Oh my god. Held the bouquet paper, and I turned around to observe the other flowers. You will be accustomed to the scent soon, I'm sure of. Sir, what do you mean by that? What do you mean? Yeah, right. He looked up and our eyes locked. I turned around to the other side of the room to avoid his gaze, feeling his gaze oddly fixated on me as if tracing my every movement. Even if he added the final touches of the bouquet, I stayed silent and decided to try and focus on browsing the flowers, pushing aside the discomfort. Are you interested in adding, whatever the fuck that word is? A timeless choice of various occasions. Still mulling it over. Background music grew stronger. My unease deepened with each passing moment. That's not good. Oh no. No. Listen. No. That's wrong. I am like, oh my god. You don't even want to know how bad I am when it comes to like fictional men. Because I go crazy for fictional men. Like they are so beautiful. I'd like as a full-on lesbian, I love fictional men more just because I know they're fictional and I know I don't have to worry about them like coming to life and like screwing up my life. Which is why I love ℾ𝒾𝒾𝒹𝒶 so much. Or like even Dazai from Bungo Stray Dogs. He's not a crazy choice, but he's definitely not. Hello. He's definitely not the bestest option you would ever want in a man. He's like, he's an awful person. He is so awful. He is not husband material. What do you mean by that? Listen, Dazai is a great, morally gray character. He's a twink, but he's hot. And I totally believe that he has very broad shoulders. Because you can't tell me that man does not have broad shoulders. In fact, you can't tell me that he doesn't at least have some type of abs. Because he probably does. Like, if he were in, like, the Port Mafia for as long as he was, he would definitely have abs. You know, I wonder if there's, like, a visual novel of him. Like, I know there is, and it's, like, it's one between Dazai, Chuya, Sigma, and, like, Fyodor. I don't really like that one, though, per se. I just want one where it's, like, basically, like, a yandere Dazai. Because I just love yandere men. I don't know why. Or yandere women, for that bat. It goes so hard. I think I need some fresh air. Can I step outside while you finish? Of course. Take your time. I'll continue working on the arrangement. And please, feel better soon. I nodded his words and forced a grin on my face before swiftly turning around to leave the shop. Okay, you cannot. Conan Gray and Dazai are like two completely separate entities because if Conan Gray were in an anime, he would not be doing the screwed up stuff that Dazai would be doing and is doing. Like Dazai is just straight up a really bad person who like is trying to change but like kind of sucking at it low key. But he's still a great character. And then you just have Conan Gray who like has amazing music and we love Conan Gray because he's great. Like what? They're not the same though. Ooh. I mean, Maybe. I don't know. Because, like, Conan Gray usually has very long brown hair or, like, black hair. I can't remember which one. So him and Dazai really don't look alike, per se. Plus, like, if you were to take anime Dazai and actual real-life Dazai, they're very different as well. Because, like, actual real-life Dazai, if you were to ever still be alive to this day, he would look at all of us and think we are crazy. And he would have every right to think that we are crazy. Because we kind of are. As I took a deep breath, I contemplated whether my fears. And then, do I want to leave or do I want to stay? Because I think for this one, I might just want to stay. So, like, even with that being said, who is making the loud noises in the back? That's my question. I mean, I'm already unpacked. I'm fully unpacked. Tomorrow, though, I am, like, going to my interview that I have for, like, this coffee shop. So, like, around 3 p.m. or whatever, I won't really be answering my phone just because I want to, like, you know, be in the interview and not feel like I have to be on my phone the whole entire damn time. But, yeah. Like, if it's before or, like, after 3 p.m., then I will probably answer. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not the best at answering in general. Like, I really don't like answering for whatever reason. Yeah. I mean, I might answer. Who knows? Maybe. All right. I'm going to go for that choice again. Oh, there's this other game. God, what was it called? But it was a game by Hello Yenny that she made of, like, a yandere Vocaloid coming to life and, like, is basically a virus on your PC. That's a really good game if you ever want to, like, you know, go into that. Because I played it. I have it. It's great. I love it. I just wish that whenever she gets the chance to add more to it, because I really want to, like, see Vice more. That's, like, the character's name, Vice. He is so beautiful, and her games, they're just amazing. She's doing a great job. I love her. So then, what about your wife? Why isn't she helping you? You really need to look after yourself. So I already did that. That's concerning. You should remember the rest. I'm going to say that's not from a nosebleed, just because new choice. I've seen nosebleeds before, and they don't usually leave stains like that. He nodded slowly. Smile and smiled nonchalantly, a bit unfitting for the current tense situation. Ah, why do you think so? I wouldn't lie about such matters. Although, may I remind you that respecting personal space and boundaries is essential when speaking with someone you don't know. His words left me feeling a bit tad uneasy, and I didn't question it for now. Quietly, I observed his fingers in the moment. With every addition, the florist's pause hid his discerning eyes, ensuring each flower found its place in the arrangement. Not long after, he looked my way. I apologize for making you wait. Almost done with the arrangement. Would you like to include a card? Thank you. I like the card. Then I don't want a card. I want you instead. Oh no, I'll do that one. Excellent choice. What would you like for me to write it? I think I'd like something like. About your wife. Pardon. So yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm probably gonna look up the other endings because I did get like 2 endings already. So I might do that. Who knows? Maybe. Depends. If I really feel up to it because it is getting pretty late. Like it's almost 10 for me. Are you like quoting a quote or whatever? Because I'm reading that and my brain's not comprehending it. I promise I passed. I passed English. I promise. I passed it with like an A or a B. I can't really remember now. It's like literally been years since I last was in high school or anything. Because okay, I thought so. I thought you were like quoting a lyric because like I was reading that and it just did not make sense for like a normal like comment. So I was like, oh, that's definitely a lyric to something. I just don't know what it was. Okay, so that's basically the forest will find you again soon. So I'm gonna search up other endings real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, so Yinny had played this one. Okay. I wasn't entirely sure if she did or not. But let's see. I just want to get the endings, really. No, because I don't want that. Here we go. But clearly there's 5 endings in total. After each ending title, the way you can determine which variation you get from below. How to achieve each ending. So I already got that ending. Okay, and then the yellow carnation, don't waste his time. You need to keep flirting with him, but back off at last minute. Try to leave. Pretend that you haven't been flirting with him at all. You need to keep flirting with him, but don't back off last minute. Persist until the end, and if you got it right, he will lead you to the back rooms. Okay, let's do that one real quick. And then, I don't think it matters whichever one we do. So, like, I'm just going to wait and look around for a bit and do that one. Okay. It's for a confession. I'm going to go with the While You're Hot one. Perman! And then we're going to do that one. You don't waste his time. I'm going to get the Reckless Fascination one first real quick, just because I want to see where that goes. And then, at the cost of your own petals, you need to avoid flirting with him and show curiosity to his wife and his life. Questioning the strange bloodstain, the smell. Would it really matter in this route if you persist in staying in the shop after all that? Okay. We're going to go with the Reckless one first real quick. And then once I get these 2 endings, I'm going to end the live stream. So I'm assuming like it doesn't really matter which roses you would want for this. So I'm just going to go with the red ones. For confession. I don't think this choice matters either, honestly. We're gonna go with that response for now. Just because. Oh no, this is the one I'm telling you about. Yeah, I'm trying to get the worst, like the really reckless ending where he like brings you into the background. I just really want to know because I had to look it up real quick because otherwise I probably would never get it. And then thank you, I like the card. And then I'm gonna do the I want you instead, brother. Oh wait, what exactly would you like to know about me then? You suddenly turned around, our eyes met. Though before that, if I may say something, what leads you to talk with me like this, given my martial status? My martial status. I'm aware of that status, handsome. Ooh, hello. Yet you chose to not care. And then I'm gonna go with, what if I don't care? Your personal life isn't my concern. His subdued laugh held both humor and an underlying, more complex emotion. Ah, his eyes met mine, and with a little more intensity this time. Are you perhaps one of those people who finds some sort of thrill in doing this? Maybe. I decided to remain silent, both because I'm not entirely sure on what I should say in return, and also the fact that it seems like he was going to say something more. You're not the first to do this. Leaning against the counter, he crossed his arms and tilted his head slightly to the side, never breaking eye contact. After all, it was nice how they honored me with their bodies in the end. Ooh! Brother! Brother! His words slightly took me aback. It takes me aback. What do you mean by that? Hmm? His eyes never faltering. His never faltering eye contact didn't help in making me less nervous. Cack up your tongue. Don't clam up now. You're doing so well. Yo. That's why. I suppose I should give your persistence a small award. To tell you the truth, my wife had a way of making ordinary, mundane moments exhilarating. Much like the way our current conversation seems to be turning. That is so wowzers. That's all I gotta say. A grin spread across his face as he spoke, his gaze never wavering from mine. Following that, the florist turned and headed towards the opposite side of the counter where he began tidying up. You're quite the curious one, aren't you? It's almost like you have no sense of others' boundaries. I'm just curious about understanding you better as a person, and maybe your wife as well. Okay, so I'm also gonna save here. Well, no, because there's one like where you have to like talk about his wife the whole way through. It's like you really want to know about his wife, which, whatever. Might be a bit biased. I think I'm just drawn to you. We'll do that one. He continued arranging items, and his fingers briefly touched an old photograph resting nearby. I'm flattered. Though I'm afraid I don't quite get what you're trying to get from the question. He carefully cleared the dust on the photograph, revealing a picture of a sunflower garden. After a moment, he placed the photograph back where it was and finally turned to look at me. Should I be wary of being in the presence of a detective? You're asking quite a handful of questions. Sorry, I probably should tone down my curiosity. The forest chuckled, slowly turning into a warm smile. No, it's not every day I have somebody show some genuine curiosity. Well, yeah, your passion for flowers and the bond you share with your wife, they seem to hold a depth that goes beyond the surface. His gaze became reflective before his nod in agreement. Your perspective? His chuckle dwindles and he refocuses on organizing. Tell me more about the sunflower photo? You know, watching you work with flowers earlier is really alluring to me. We're gonna go with that one. You've got the flattering one. I wonder if you're like this with every stranger you met, or if it's just me. He chuckled again, this time a little more shallow than he shook his head. You remind me of a self-proclaimed detective that once came to visit me in hopes of satisfying their curiosity. Needless to say, I had no secrets to tell, so they left with nothing. Is that so? Well, I'll be sure to remember that. Another detective with a good memory. That could be dangerous. His words were light-hearted this time, and somewhat playful smile grew on his Grace's lips, whatever. Dangerous? I should be worried? Should I be worried? I'm no detective. I just find myself drawn to you. Is that so? His eyes held a mischievous glint as he leaned in even closer. Yes, you're quite intriguing. He trailed his fingers lightly along the edges of the counter, his eyes never leaving mine. In that case, perhaps I should consider revealing a thing or two. The air between us seemed to change, and our conversation continued. What's with the sudden change in behavior? I took a step back as he stepped forward me. You must be thinking, what's with the sudden change in behavior? Motherfucker is reading my mind. He is a mind reader, by the way. This guy is a full-on mind reader. A pink-haired mind reader. Is he a vampire too? Well, yeah, I was wondering about exactly that. What about all the talk about how much you love your wife up until now? Letting out a chuckle. He shook his head before speaking in a quieter voice. Uh-huh. To love is to share, don't you think? Is he gonna share his wife with me? I know technically the wife is us, but still, is he gonna share his wife with us? Share us with ourselves or whatever the fuck? Sometimes new flowers grow even when we think they're already found our favorite. He sighed, his eyes never leaving mine. But enough about me. Let's focus on you for a moment. Let's not, actually. Let's maybe not. I blinked in surprise, taken aback by the sudden redirection of the conversation. I've been persistent for sure, no doubt about it. But this sudden change really took me aback. Yes, you. What really brings you to my flower shop today? I don't know, your beauty. Yo, that's some sadistic kind of bullcrap right there. But you're right. The only reason I say he looks like a vampire is because there is another horror visual novel on ℧𝒾𝓇𝒾𝒹𝒶 that is of a pink-haired man with red eyes who is a vampire. I'm probably going to play that in one of my upcoming live streams because it looks really cool and I have it in my saves. But, yeah. Also, I said there was voice actors or whatever the fuck, but I'm not hearing any. Oh, I just saw the beautiful flowers in the window and decided to come in. Need a good bouquet. Plus, this is the only flower shop that's still open, so... His pair of prism eyes sparkled in a playful glint. Well, you have good eye. Thank you. Though, if I may assume, it does seem like you have a change of mind sometimes during the time you spent looking around my shop. You did mention wanting to buy a bouquet for a special occasion to confess your feelings. I did say that. Probably not a bad idea. Then why are you acting like this? Did your feelings for your crush just dissipate in the thin air the moment you entered the flower shop? I mean, if you wanted to. Listen. Yes. I was just playing around. I wasn't serious. No, I actually wanted to get to know you. Once I had a crush. I was serious about you, though. So, like, I feel like these two options would be pretty good either way. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do the one-sided crush though, real quick, because I think that's like a more vibrant of sorts. The forest blinks slowly at my answer. That's so. The faintest smile now adorned his lips. It's truly interesting that you know what you got yourself into. Regardless, I appreciate your honesty. His smile broadens a bit. The florist stepped aside momentarily, picking up a delicate white lily before holding it out to me. Look at this. White lily, a symbol of purity. Am I gonna get the other ending that I was talking about? Just like the intentions that initially led you to my shop. Are you making fun of me? Is it wrong that I find you attractive, though? The florist chuckles a bit before setting down the lily aside. I won't answer that for you. His gaze held mine in the moment longer than necessary, making me feel nervous. Are you finally recuperating? Are you finally recuperating my interest in you? Is that even a question? His voice dropped to a lower, almost intimate tone. It's not. Let's not keep talking about me. We should continue conversation somewhere else. My place is right before this floor. Yo! Honey bun! Hey, yo! That is some flirtatious stuff right there. I mean, thank you for that. Sure. Thank you. I don't realize that I didn't realize that he actually lives in the same building. Though my nerves are on edge, I nod in compliance with his offer. Follow me then. With a gesture, he opens the staff room door open. Fuck. I can smell the sickly scent from earlier again the moment I stepped inside. Anyways, I'm finally on this path. It took me a hot minute to get there. How long has this been going on for? I have no idea, honestly. That's okay, though. Ow. I'm like hurting myself in this chair, bro. I paused momentarily to regain my composure, contemplating should I continue to delve deeper or not. The florist noticed this and turned around to face me. What's wrong? No, I'm fine. He smiled at my words and turned around again, continuing to walk in silence. As he walked me down the stairs, my steps matched in rhythm with my racing heart. My attention was drawn to the closed door, marked staff only, and the scent of fresh blooms wafted it from the other side. Don't say that! You're gonna scare me! Oh my god! Please! Don't hear me! Said the fresh blooms wafted from the other side. But the floral scent still mingles with the same unsettling aroma that haunted my senses earlier. Wait, so the door behind the counter leads to these stairs? It doesn't directly take us to the staff room. Probably because there is no staff room. I don't know, like, if he's the only worker, then he really wouldn't need a staff room. Like, I'm just saying, like, wouldn't make sense. I don't know what this room is, but it's dimly lit. This is where we can continue our conversation. I nodded, a mix of anticipation and uncertainty bubbling within me. So what has bequeathed my words? Yes, words. Your interest, your curiosity. You've shown quite the interest in me. But what is it that you really want to know? He slightly leaned forward, his eyes locked onto mine with an intensity that's difficult to ignore. Or perhaps I should ask, what is it that you desire from me? From all this? My throat tightened as I swallowed, feeling the florist's gaze and the physical touch. You know your answer. You led yourself to this place, you see. I remained silent for a moment, not knowing what to say. Well, you seem to know your desires better than me. Is there like an 18 plus scene in this game? Because I don't want to show that on stream. But if there is one, then I kind of need to know. Well, you seem to know your desires better than me. Yes, I want to, you sexy man. He chuckled softly, his eyes never leaving mine. Ah, you're quite the bold one. He keeps saying I'm the bold one. Brother, you should know this by now. I am the bold one. You see, I am fascinated by the intricacy of human nature, how desire drives us, molds us. Though it's not just any desire that captures my attention. He took another step closer. It's a desire that lie hidden. Oh my god, that lie hidden beneath the surface. The hidden. Oh my god, that lie hidden beneath the surface. The ones that make your hearts race, our thoughts spiral. Ones that drive us to irrational decisions. Ones that you seem to be experiencing at this moment. His fingers strolled lightly along the edges of the table and his voice turned softer. The desires that we bury within us. The truth of his words made my heart beat faster. And what do you do with those desires? He leaned in even closer, his voice a velvety whisper against my ear. I cultivate them, nurture them, just like the flowers in my garden. And when the time is right, I let them bloom in all their glory. And now I believe I've kept myself for far too long. He swiftly leaned back, now a small frown on his face. You see, my wife was born with a unique circumstances. I love her dearly, but no man can escape their human desires, can they? He paused, his eyes searching mine as if debating whether to reveal something. Listen, I'm trying to get an ending, okay? I'm truly ashamed to admit this. But sometimes, due to that very reason, I find myself feeling a little lonely. That's why. Let's take a step towards understanding each other better, shall we? His smile was accompanied by a tender caress of my arm. Fumito, my name. Fumito, that's such a strange name. I'm sorry. That's kind of a strange name. But Fumito, am I pronouncing that actually? I kind of want to know if I'm pronouncing that right. I don't think I am, but whatever. Fumito is my name. Fumito. Our eyes met, and now I could see a hint of vulnerability in his expression. Now that I told you my name, why don't we continue our conversation in a more intimate setting? Intimate? Each of his spoken words made me increasingly more nervous. Yes, I have a proposition, given the area of my place of work. Why not let me lead you to a different space? Your living room? It's fine right here. I want to know the bedroom. Take me to the bedroom. He was taken aback by my words for a moment, but quickly regained his composure. My, how bold of you. I'm a very bold person. Okay? Or I suppose I should say eager. My cheeks warmed up at his words, embarrassed by whatever he's implying. I understand. Don't worry. He was quiet. He was quick to silence me and put a finger over my lips to prevent me from speaking. Like I said, uh, The voice chuckled softly before he leaned back again, holding his gaze with me. I will lead the way. Though, if we're talking in the bedroom, I do have a small request. Suddenly his slender fingers moved towards me, and before I know it, soft fabric is draped over my eyes. Oh, that's not good. Oh no. Oh no. What's this? My words catch in my throat as I instinctively reach for the fabric. Shh. His touch on my wrist was gentle but firm. If we're going to talk more intimately, this is simply a part of the thrill. Okay, well, that is kind of good to know. But yeah, still though, I just want to make sure like I'm pronouncing it right, which I'm probably not because I suck at pronouncing names. I feel a mixture of excitement and unease as the fabric cut my vision, plunging me into darkness. Mamito's voice was distant, and he was guiding me through the shop. I trusted his lead, a sense of anticipation building within me, before finally he came to a stop. Where are we? I don't know. What? He called out a name, showing no acknowledgement of my question. I will see you soon, my sunshine. Just a little bit more. Mamito stepped closer in my direction as he reached for my face and removed the cloth from my eyes. That background is certainly interesting. Fumimito stepped closer in my direction as he reached for my face and removed the cloth from my eyes. As the world came back into focus, I found myself in a dimly lit room with cold, tiled floors. A strong metallic scent of blood permeated in the air, accompanied by an unsettling mix of decay and floral notes. Tall wooden shelves lined the walls, displaying the array of equipment and tools, their surfaces marred in ominous red stains. I told you it was a small request. Is your body ready? I don't know. Sir, what kind of ready are we talking about? Are we talking about dismembership, like of the body, like taking your limbs off, or are we talking about something else? My heart pounds in my chest, and I try to make sense of the situation. What? I said, is your body ready? Oh no, I don't like that face, bro. Sir, I do not like that face. Please cooperate. What? In a flash, she had my arms yanked behind my back, secured them tightly with what felt like rough twine. I immediately struggled against this hold, but it was futile. Listen. Connor, you came into this live stream reading the title and everything, and like, you didn't know. You didn't know we were gonna get to this part? Also, hi, Abby. My cat's behind me. She's licking her booty. With an eerie calmness, calmness. Oh my god. Fumanito dragged me to a nearby table before I could even react. Its surface feels sticky with a moist sensation beneath my fingers. It felt gross, slightly wet, as I recoiled as my skin came into contact with it. His face was devoid of motion, and he secured my arms and legs to the table. Something about the way he handled this tells me that he has done such things before, his actions unnervingly precise. What are you doing? As he tightened the last knot, Fumanito stepped back and looked down on me, his cold, crimson eyes boring into mine. Just giving my promise. I'm a man of my word. Well, I mean, I'm sure that there are actually, like, real life, really screwed up people in the world who have done something similar to this. Like, it's not like Jeffrey Dahmer kind of weird, but there are plenty of people who have either done worse than whatever he's about to do, or people who are just like, I don't know, pretty similar. I mean, we're talking about a yandere man here. A yandere man with pink hair and red eyes is never a good mixture. Hello, cat. Hi. You wanted to honor me with your body, didn't you? You gave in to your desires without second thought. Fully aware of my martial status, yet you still gave in. It's a weakness many seem to share. My heart raced and I tried to muster a response, but the words caught in my throat. I'm not gonna. He reached for something on the nearby table. A metallic click of tools echoed through the dimly lit room. Do you even have a purpose for this? You're insane. I'm gonna say, do you even have a purpose for this? He seemed to be slightly taken aback by my protest. I'm simply trying to provide for my beloved wife. Oh, hello. Brunito suddenly climbed onto the table and loomed on top of me. It's now clear that he was holding a piece of cloth in his hand. He looked down on me and his voice dripping with mockery, thinly veiled disgust. You're so shameless, aren't you? Always succumbing to your desires, never thinking of the consequences. He suddenly slapped my cheek and the sound resonating in the room. Just like an animal. I can sense a deep-seated disgust in his eyes, as he loathed not only me, but the very nature of humanity itself. It's getting late now. I can't waste any more time. My wife is waiting for me. I will make sure this ends quickly. You'll soon forget about those desires that led you here, and any shame that comes with it, if you're even capable of that. Though I doubt you do. My vision began to blur as he pressed the cloth against my face, soaked in something sweet-smelling. I wanted to respond, to defy him, but the room seemed to grow darker and my eyelids heavy. Just close your eyes. I couldn't shake the feeling that the floor's disgust lingered, even if I drifted into unconsciousness. Oh, hello. He's covered in blood. To put on an act like that was disgusting. No, I am in no way cheating. My sunshine, things go. Even though, despise him, Father's teachings effective. My senses slowly return and I find myself in the same dimly lit room. Benito's oddly affectionate tone of speaking filled the air, and I couldn't quite grasp what he was saying properly. His voice sounded close, as if he were right beside me, but just out of my field of vision. My head feels lazy. I tried to move, but I couldn't feel my limbs. I realized something was very wrong. My arms and legs were unresponsive, as if they weren't even there. Yes. But he was delicious, wasn't he, my dear? The voiceless voice trailed off as our eyes met, realizing I had woken. Or at least, that's what I think. It's hard to see things properly. No. I can't have you awake for this. I tended to turn my head to focus to see where I was and what happened to me. But Fumito's presence loomed closer, and his hands pressed against my forehead, stopping me. His touch felt strange, a little damp, with a metallic scent hinting at the blood on his fingers. My attempts to speak or struggle were feeble, and my body unwilling to respond. I tried to speak and ask what was happening, but my words came out as garbled murmur. My heart raced, and I fought to regain control over my body. Don't fight it, please. The sweet, sickly scent enveloped me even more, and my vision quickly wavered. What a delectable offering you are. My wife's dinner tonight will be memorable. The last thing I heard was the florist's voice, distant and cold, tinged with a subtle disgust. Thank you for your contribution. Ending. Yellow Carnation. We got it! We got one of the endings. So then, and dalliance with words that were a trance, and stumbled upon a peerless dance, an illusionary garden where charm was the key, a cautionary tale for all to see. A reckless fascination, wasn't it? Remember, not every connection is worth pursuing. Yeah, no shite, bro. But yeah. I think there's like one more ending I want to get real quick before I end this. So I got the yellow carnation one. Reckless Fascination. And then I want the Diona one, his sunflower. At the cost of your own petals, you need to avoid flirting with him and show curiosity in his wife and his life. Questioning the strange smell, bloodstain wouldn't really matter in this route if you persist in staying the shop after all that. So then let me go back to my load. So then I think, because again, it doesn't really matter what I do, but I am going to start at this one as well and just go on from here. For a confession for my friend's birthday. We're going to say for my friend's birthday because, you know, that's not really flirting or anything. Something's smelling in here. But yeah, that was certainly an interesting ending, the one that I just got. We're on to like the very last ending, or at least one of the very last endings I want to get for tonight before I end the stream. So yeah. And now I am going to skip over these because I've already like read these lines and stuff. Yeah, you're right. It's just starting to see the beautiful flowers go to waste. Open this late anyways. Well, at least I'm glad to see that's the one that's charming. So I'm not going to do any of these, but I will be doing this one because I've already did that reply already. So he didn't reply right away as I noticed a slight pause in his movements as my question sank in. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't worry. I understand where you're coming from. It is indeed rather unusual for a flower shop to remain open this late. Truthfully, if it weren't for my beloved wife, I wouldn't be working this hard. While he remained focused on his work, a faint hint of pink now graced his cheeks as he spoke about his wife. I see. You seem to be a hard worker. His wife must be really lucky. It's not every day you see someone as hardworking nowadays. Thank you. She's my motivation for pursuing my love for flowers. I mean, yeah. If I had a wife like that, I would be super happy. Okay. He continued by picking up a handful of delicate baby breaths, tiny white flowers that added to the airy lightness of the bouquet. Did your wife influence your decision to become a florist? A soft chuckle accompanied his nod. Not entirely. She's been a significant influence. My love for flowers has been a lifelong affair. Even as a child, I was captivated by their beauty and grace. But it was when I met my wife that my passion for flowers intensified greatly. His voice took another noticeable change. The tone of noticeable change of tone as you talk about her wife. He should not espousing to go crier as he absolutely loved to talk about his wife. He is a smitten man, a very creepy and dangerous smitten man, but a smitten man nonetheless. He is, and I'm thankful for the presents every single day. I nod softly, smiling at his words and remaining quiet as I let him focus. Amidst his work, he suddenly paused, setting aside the flowers, his gaze fixing on me. Excuse me for just a moment. Okay, I am gonna skip past these for a little bit because it's the same thing over and over again. Ignore the small, pretend it isn't there, ask the florist about it. I mean, I think like it said that you don't have to ask him about it. It doesn't really matter. You need to avoid flirting with him and show curiosity in his wife and his life. Questioning the strange smell and blood wouldn't really matter in this route if he persists in staying at the shop after all that. Okay, so yeah. I'm gonna pretend just for now. I'm gonna say I'm just spacing out for right now. And then keep asking about his wife. Thank you. I like the card then. I want you instead. No, thank you. I'll pass on that offer. I'll pass on the offer for this one. That's all. Should be getting. I just want to ask something else real quick. I already read this. I'm generally curious about your life. If you're okay with sharing. I'm going to say this one. He continued arranging items, his fingers briefly touching on an old photograph resting nearby. I'm flattered. Not many are willing to learn. Oh, that's a cute scene. He carefully cleared the dust from the photograph, revealing a picture of a sunflower garden. Me and my beloved's life. His eyes held an affectionate look as he whispered something softly, speaking of his wife. My beautiful wife. She's a fragile soul, born into circumstances that set her apart from the norm. What? I leaned in curiously, piqued by the question. Piqued. Perturbed, I would rather say, actually. Is she sick? The circumstances do you mean? I'm going to ask if she's sick. No, she's far from that. His fingers gently brush against the photograph, an image of a sunflower garden, bathed in the warm, nostalgic light. She's just born under unique circumstances. Yet she is still living embodiment of beauty, rising from adversity. I met her in a garden back when I was much younger. His affectionate gaze lingered on the photograph, caressing the petals pictured within the frame, as if reaching another time. I see. Such a beautiful photo of sunflower garden, almost like straight up from a fairy tale. Long before I met her, they were my solace, tending after flowers become a comfort to me. Almost like by fate, this passion of mine was what particularly led me into meeting the love of my life as well. And of course, the people around me. Hi, I'm glad you're still here. I'm glad there's like some other people too. Hi, everybody. It's like only 4, but still. Hi. Or 3. Because I think I'm one of them. Because I have to look at the chat. And of course, the people around me. They call me strange. Some even laughed at my affinity for flowers. Oh my god, I can't speak, by the way. I am like losing my voice because I don't really have water near me. I have like Dr. Pepper and that's it. But my wife, when I met her, it was like the flowers finally had a voice. She helped me find solace in who I am, a purpose in my life. That's so sweet. But like, I also know he's kind of fucked up. So yeah, take that as you will, honestly. Back in his place, and for a moment silence hung in the air, laden with the unspoken sentiments. His gaze lingered on the photograph, lost in the world of memories. It sounds like she had a profound impact on your life. Indeed, in more ways than I can express. The florist's crimson eyes holds a mixture of fondness and introspection. Your family. Were they supportive? How has she influenced your life now? I'm gonna say this one. In many ways, she's truly my whole world. Her presence, even in her current state, inspires me to create the most exquisite arrangements. My wife has brought both joy and challenges to my life. You see, she's no ordinary woman. She craves for something quite different. And I've made it my mission to provide for her, to ensure her happiness. I've had to make certain sacrifices in doing so. The people that knew, they often tell me to stop. But I never want to. It's her, after all. She's my beloved wife, and I'll do whatever it takes to keep her content. I can see that. In the recesses of my thoughts, I find myself considering a few things. I'm really curious about this whole thing. I have this urge to learn more about, but there's a lingering doubt about whether I should. He remains silent as he continues to tidy up. Does he not mind that I'm still here in his shop, even though the arrangement is now complete? It's like he's not even acknowledging my presence at all. I clear my throat, gathering my thoughts. Well, that's quite something. But I think I'll have to take my leave now. I wish you and your wife good fortune. I turn around to head towards the door, the bouquet in my hands, ready to depart. You see, it's rare to find someone who understands my artistries and my situation. His words caught me off guard, and I was taken aback by the depth of his statement. Your situation? He paused, as if considering to say more. My wife, someone who's important to me. The circumstances between me and her are unusual, and as my late father liked to put it. I listened intently, my curiosity piqued. It seemed like he was opening up to me. You feel like a breath of fresh air to us. If I may be honest, not everyone takes the time to consider my circumstances. I see. Him suddenly speaking so much stopped me from leaving. The forced words caught me off guard, and I wasn't sure how to respond. I'm sure you're aware of the people so quick to judge, especially nowadays. They like to stick their noses into people's business, even something as personal as relationships. It's so rare to find somebody who is genuinely willing to understand my situation. You. Oh, thanks. Totally. I'm gonna say, I'm sorry I had to deal with that. Don't be sorry. Humans tend to fear what they don't understand and hate what they can't conquer. It's simply in their nature to do so. That's why meeting someone like you who's open to listening is quite refreshing. A brief silence enveloped us. Oh my god, hello? His smile slowly resurfacing while his fingers gently traced the petals of a nearby flower. As a parting gift, I'd like to offer you something special. His voice was tinged with genuine appreciation. What? I want you to meet her. Uh-oh. We're getting to this part. Yippee. For a moment, I struggled to speak. Meeting his wife? That's unexpected. But why? You've been so open to listening. That's why I believe you deserve to meet someone special like my wife. I feel like you'd be the one of the few people who would understand her nature. Not to mention, I'm sure my wife would like to know such a beautiful soul like you. Although it was unusual, I ended up agreeing, my curiosity surpassing any doubts. Okay. The floor smile blossomed with my response. Thank you. Uh-oh. I don't like the way how the music just stopped, bro. That's not good. That don't make me feel no better. He led the way, opening the staff door for me to step in first. He walked me down narrow flights of stairs, the air growing colder as we descended into the earth. Oh my god. Soft footsteps echoed in the dimly lit space. Okay, take your time. If you're back here before I end the stream, then that's cool. Um, so yippee. The past seemed different now, a blend of shadows and flickering lights. We passed by closed doors marked staff only, and the scent of fresh blooms wafted in the other side. But the scent seems to come from another place. Is the staff room behind that closed door? Yes, you're correct. So the door behind the counter leads to these stairs. Doesn't directly take us to the staff room. I followed the florist a little further until we both reached the sturdy wooden door. He turned to face me, a faint smile gracing his lips. Here we are. He opened the door to reveal what looks like an underground greenhouse illuminated by a soft red-hued light. The air was heavy and the floral scents tinged with the same unpleasant smell from when I first entered the shop. He stepped aside and allowed me to step inside first. Wait here for a moment, won't you? I nodded slowly. I saw the figure emerge from shadows. My heart raced with anticipation. Diana, my dear. Diana, my dear, please look this way for a moment. Diana's appearance was disturbed, and I couldn't really make out any distinct shape for a moment. As the light illuminated the figure the figure in a dim glow, I could finally perceive its features, if they could even be called that. I don't like that, bro. Also, his face on the side is a little weird, not gonna lie. It's still pretty art though. It's still beautiful art and I love it. Just a little, wasn't really expecting that. What? I told you his wife was some kind of monster. Oh my god, I was so right. Oh my god. I mean, for his sake, I'm gonna say she's beautiful. Just saying. I couldn't believe what my eyes were seeing. The wife he's been referred to all this time is this thing? Hello to you too, boo! The monstrous being emitted a guttural growl, a massive head swaying ominously as its gnarled stems shifted from the creaking sound. What? From its gaping maw, a long, sinuous tongue emerged, dripping dripping with a thick layer of glistening saliva. So the question, really, how did they do the deed? I know that's a really weird thing to ask, but I want to know how did they do it? Do they do it like any other normal human being, or do they have a special way of doing it? The sight was revolting, as if it were ready to strike at any moment. Ignoring my shocked reaction, the florist displayed an unusual fondness for his wife. I'm surprised she hasn't eaten him yet, you know? Oh, I know you're eager, my lovely. Come closer. Give me a kiss, will you? Oh! As if in response to the florist's tender gestures, the monster reciprocated by licking his cheek with its tongue. Don't worry, my beloved. Our guest is here to stay. I watched in shock and at the grotesque creature. Referred to as my lovely by the florist nuzzled against him. He gently withdrew himself from the monster and met my stare. Say hello to my wife. The monster faced me with his eerie, multicolored eyes. Hello. As I expected, she's pleased to meet you. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night, man. Whatever helps. The monster emitted a low growl, akin to a purring noise, its form quivering slightly as if responding to the florist's words. This can't be real. The florist tenderly stroked the rough surface of the creature's petals. With each caress, the monster's form writhed in anticipation. Yes, I must apologize for my absence earlier. You know I have to take care of my guests, especially those with excessive curiosity. Huh? Is he talking about me? You see, my lovely here is getting quite impatient with your presence. She's been fastened. Oh my gosh, she's been famished for weeks, and the sound of unfamiliar footsteps was driving her frenzy. I found myself connecting the dots in my head. The forest's earlier repeated visits to the staff room, his hurried demeanor, it all made sense now. The monster, his wife, had been starving. Now I understood the reason behind his earlier disappearance. But don't worry, I taught her well. You're safe here with me. How could he say that? I don't feel safe at all. My heart raced with unease, realizing the florist's true nature and the monstrous being he's been referred to as beloved wife. Would you like to shake her hand? She's always excited to meet new faces. The forest reached towards the creature's petals, almost resembling a hand, shifting it in my direction. I'm gonna say yes, because, well, I'm a freak. I am a freak. I stumbled back, my heart pounding as I continued to grapple with the reality of the situation. Despite so, I fought back everything in me to run away, and instead stepped closer to the monstrous creature before me. As I stepped closer, I could feel the heat emanating from it. Hello, Diana. Nice to meet you. I reached my hand out to caress its large yellow petals. They definitely feel much rougher than the usual sunflower petals, much thicker and stiff. Unlike when the florist touched it, the monster doesn't seem to react to my touches as it did with him. While I can caress his petals, the florist stands there, remaining close to the monster he calls his wife, watching my every move. Isn't she gorgeous? Yeah. Yeah. She's beautiful. She is a beautiful lady. The florist smiled, nodding slowly. I knew you'd think so. He stepped back, put my hand aside from the monster, as if not wanting me to touch it even more. His grip was firm, and as he moved my hand away. She's a type of carnivorous sunflower. His gaze returned to the creature, displaying fondness for his wife. As I mentioned earlier, I met her in the garden when I was younger. Probably when I was around 10 years old. We practically grew up side by side and faced various kinds of challenges together. Back then, Diana was just the size of a normal sunflower. At that point, her diet mostly consisted of small animals. Though it wasn't until she nibbled on my ring finger that I truly understood her appetite for flesh. It's alright though. That moment marked at the beginning of our bond. Oh, does he not? I never even realized he doesn't even have a finger right there. Oh, no wonder. Okay. His words took a moment to sink in. My eyes immediately trailed to the florist's hand. Only then did I realize one of his ring fingers is missing. No shit. It took me a moment It took me a moment to even realize that too. There's a metaphorical saying that couples should savor each other's flavors before walking down the aisle. In our case, that saying takes a rather literal meaning. But don't be alarmed, Diana had her fair share of snacks this evening already. Though I must tell you that she has quite the appetite. He delivered this assurance with a faint smile that only fueled my unease. This couldn't be real. How could he be married to a literal monster? I mean, I can understand personally. If ℾ𝒾𝒾𝒾𝒾 were to ever be a real person, I would be like, haha, I want that man as my husband. Anyways. Right, my sunshine? My wife is incredibly adorable, always getting a tad bashful whenever I speak of her hearty appetite. Can I ask a few questions about her? Of course, ask away. What kind of snack does she had? I raised an eyebrow, curiosity laced my words. It was just a little feline. A feline. The way he answered with such a calm tone slightly took me aback. I see, I muttered in response, not wanting to pry any further. The forest and the monster continued their unusual display of affection, completely ignoring my presence. Could you repeat that for me, my beloved? But I'm not lying, my sweet. It's merely part of the plan. What? It's just how things go. It always has been. What sounded like a displeased growl left the monster's mouth, a hint of discontent evident in the deep rumble that emanated from its voice. My wife, please understand. Be a little more patient with me, okay? I'll spoil you well tonight. I miss spending time with you. Perfect. Me too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I apologize. Let me rephrase that. His words hit me like a shockwave. Yeah. She'd like to get know you through her taste buds. Yep, this is where I should leave. This is where I should leave, but I'm not going to leave. I dashed towards the door as quickly as possible, but then he was suddenly behind me. His tone soft yet sinister. Oh my god, fuck. My wife has been starving for a while now, and you seem like the ideal choice. Fear gripped me, realization crashing over me in waves. Don't you think it's impolite to depart when you're being introduced by a guest? I should have known better than to go out of my way to step into a totally non-suspicious flower shop that apparently still opens past 11 at night. Let me leave. I tried yanking my wrist once more from him, attempting to break free and dash upstairs. But a sharp pain suddenly stuck my side, causing me to lose my balance. I'm afraid I cannot allow that. Yellow. The forest's shears pierced me. My wife would hate knowing that someone like you entered our shop and didn't get to be a part of her feast. In agony, I curled up into a ball on the ground. The forest approached, stabbing my neck. Cough, cough. Anyways, I screamed in pain, blood mixing with my coughs. Throughout it all, the forest stared, emotionless. Oh my god, emotionless. Eyes fixed on me, holding my wrist before dragging me. Let go of me. How can I still speak knowing my throat got stabbed in by shears? Like, I want to know, how the hell am I still speaking? Please, do ask my wife. He held me firmly, dragging me closer to where his wife awaited. Hello. The proximity of the repulsive creature made my stomach churn. I could almost feel the heat radiating off from its body. Do you think you enjoyed tonight's meal, my sunshine? If not, I simply dispose of this slab. The monster unhinged its jaw, its tongue slithering out to lick my face. I recoiled in disgust, its hot saliva staining my cheeks. My sunshine, I've warned you repeatedly not to do that. It's unbearable to see if you were to kiss him. What the hell did he just say? Is she kissing me? That is one hell of a way to go about this. I glanced at him with the fury of emotions within me, sensing my arms and legs being bound together. Now I must prepare you for her meal. The monster growled again, seemingly reacting to the forest's words, lowering its head before glaring at us. Oh, I was just a little bit jealous, but I'm not upset with you, my dear. The forest rose, walked ahead of me, caressing the monster's stems, and leaned into its touch. While I struggled, I caught a sickening smell nearby, the same unpleasant scent from earlier assaulting my senses. Don't worry, my sunshine. I'll chop it up for you. The fact that he refers to me as an it is crazy. Kind of rude. He harshly yanked me and dragged me into another room. Awash the dim blue light. The unpleasant smell intensified as we inched closer to our destination. I realized this room was one of the rooms of the staff door that led to. Let me go. Keep your mouth shut and I'll make it easier for you. He turned around and left to retrieve some items from the tall cabinet. Oh my god, fuck. The floors retrieved a huge gardening shears. Suddenly, the foul smell intensified, assaulting my senses. Oh my god, I already read that. As he turned on one of the lights, I realized the odor emitting from the door behind. He creaked it open slightly, revealing a horrifying sight, a pile of human bodies. Some were covered in dirt, while others were soaked in blood. Instinctively, I attempted to flee, only to be reminded of my restrained limbs. Damn. Seriously, how am I still speaking with my neck, like, stabbed into? How is that possible? He's ready to lunge it at me. Why are you doing this? I noticed the floor's eyes briefly widen at my words. My outburst appeared to catch him off guard. Ah, even a toddler could grasp that. He sighed, locking his crimson eyes onto mine. Clearly, it's because I need to feed my wife. Can't you understand her circumstances? It's how she was born. Disgust flickered across his features, his expression contorting. I assume you might grasp it to some extent. I seem to have been mistaken. His grip on his gardening shears advanced, and piercing my lower stomach. I screamed in pain, desperate to hold and staunch. Oh my god, desperate to hold and staunch the wound, but my restraints prevented me from doing so. You're not being very cooperative. I wouldn't be. You're literally stabbing me and like have my limbs tied. I would not be very like willingly let you do this to me. He dug me once more, positioning me directly into the front of the monster. Now, this will be quick. No. Just no. My wife. The monster responded with a growl, turning its head towards the florist. Each time he talks to that creature, his voice takes a softer, affectionate tone. I hate to ask, but could you assist me, my dear? Oh, wait. It's not cooperating very well. The monster let out another growl, even louder this time. It craned its neck downwards and then extended its tongue in my direction. Ah, are you eager to devour it immediately? I understand. However, I'm just concerned that you might choke again like last time. So I couldn't let you devour it right away. But you're allowed to help. You're very lovely, my sunshine. Now, be still, will you? Sure. The monster turned to look at me and leaned closer to my face. Instinctively, I flinched and tried to avoid it. What is it trying to do? I told you earlier. And I am dead. Gone. I am eaten. The pain feels unbearable, and I feel the monster chewing on its lower half of my body. Ah, delicious, isn't it? You seem to be quite enjoying it, my beloved. I'm relieved to see. Thank you for your contribution. The floor's cold, distant voice was the last thing I heard as I drew my last breath. Ending. Diona, his sunflower. Quite literally his sunflower, by the way. Like sunflowers to the sun, the curious heart beckoned towards the light. Yet, your fate took it, a wandering bend, or whatever the fuck it says. Did you dare to pluck out the flowers of the truth at the cost of your own petals? Oh, it changed. Okay. I like that a lot. This is where I'm probably gonna end it, by the way. Just because, I'm done with the game. But it was really good. I liked it a lot, actually. It's certainly something for sure. Um I think this is where I'm gonna end it probably. But for like a while, what I want to start doing um is like I want to start doing more live streams like this where I just like pick a game, or I start doing more cosplay stuff, because I'm not sure if some of you know, but I am a cosplayer. I think my handle for TikTok is like redcherry_303. So I mean, if you want to go follow me there, you're more than welcome to. You don't really have to. And yes, this is how I look. Hi. Um so yeah, I'm gonna start doing more live streams. I'll probably post a video maybe tomorrow, explaining like what live stream I'm gonna do next. Like I might do the kid at the back next, because I am making a potential video on that. Like a gotcha reaction video, if you guys wanna, get a little teaser out of that. But yeah. And then there are a few other ones like Project Blue that I want to do as well. I love Project Blue. I think it's like a really cute looking game. So I think I'm gonna do that. Um so that's another one. I'm trying to think of any other one I want to do. Like if I can, I know there's like a few superhero ones that I want to do. I have like a whole playlist. I have a whole collection of which ones I want to do. So every week, of like one of the days every week, I'm gonna pick one and I'm gonna start doing live streams. This one was a little later than expected because I had other things I was doing today. I was very busy. I had recently just moved across the state a little bit. I'm still in the United States, unfortunately, but yeah, I moved. So hi. So yeah. But yeah, that's the end of this live stream. I'll do more. I'll probably do more teasers as well, stuff like that. But for now, I'm gonna go lay down. Yeah, I mean, I might play that game. I mean, I have it in my saves. Like I have it in my collections. I think it's really cute because I do like mushrooms. Like I have a lot of mushroom stuff in my bedroom. Um, like I literally have mushroom lights in my bedroom, like giant little mushroom lights. So I might do that too. That's on one of the list. I think the next one I'll probably do is another short one like this, where it's like a few endings. Or I just like split it up into like different live streams. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna go lay in bed and be lazy for the rest of the night and go to sleep because I do have an interview tomorrow, like I said earlier. But yeah, good night. Thank you for joining me if you did. I mean, I know Connor definitely did, and I know another one of my friends did too. But if you were just like a regular viewer and you did like pop in for a moment, thank you for that. Like I said, I want to do more of these. I want you guys to be able to interact with me more. So yeah. Love you. Bye. I'm gonna go lay in bed now.